man who doesn't know his culture and his history is easy to mislead, easy to replace, and easy to control. And the most dangerous part, he usually doesn't even know it's happening. Because when you don't know your history, somebody else will write it for you. And usually, it won't write you into it in a good way. Reading is not about sounding intelligent. It's about remembering who you are when the world tries to make you forget. When a man studies the history and culture of his people, he doesn't just gain knowledge. He gains power over confusion. Now let me break this down into 3 real benefits of knowing your culture and your history. First, there's identity and pride. When a man knows where he comes from, his ancestors, their struggles, their victories, he stops walking through life uncertain of himself. He develops pride, not arrogance and not ego, but a quiet certainty that it's going to be all right, that he'll find a way because his people found a way in tougher times than he's living in. A man who knows his cultural foundation cannot easily be broken by other people's opinions or pressures, because you can't strip a man of his worth when he knows exactly where his worth really comes from. Now let me make this personal. Growing up in Harlem, I spent a lot of time in the world-famous Schomburg Library. While a lot of environments were pulling young brothers like me into all these different directions and distractions, it was there, reading, studying, researching, and digging into the history of my people, that I really grew. And I'm telling you now, that library didn't just give me books, it gave me direction, gave me hope. It helped shape me into the real wise OG. The second benefit is clarity. A man who reads his history, understands his culture, begins to see patterns, how power moves, how systems repeat themselves, how people fight back, how narratives are constructed. He stops reacting emotionally to everything around him and starts interpreting the world intelligently. That kind of clarity changes how you show up in every space you enter. Third benefit, purpose, discipline, and legacy. When you understand the sacrifices your ancestors made to survive and advance despite great odds and sometimes despite persecution, you stop living casually. You stop wasting time like it has no cost. You start thinking about legacy, how you're going to continue the greatness of your people that came before you. So let me be direct with you. If you're not reading about your culture, if you're not trying to understand your identity, your history, you're kind of missing out on a large part of what makes a man a man. And the world is not responsible, by the way, for making you whole. That's your job. So pick up the books, study your history, find something about your past, your ancestry that makes you proud. Learn about your people, because a man who studies and understands his culture and history becomes unshakable and unbreakable in his life. Wise OG out.